Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be starting a brand new Let's Play here today on the channel. We're going to be playing as the Kingdom of Norway. So guys, I want to make a deal with you. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. Gotta say a huge thank you to the 1212 AD mod team for giving me an early access copy to the campaign and making this series possible. So we're going to be playing as the Kingdom of Norway. We have King Inge here as well. Catholic Christian. We've got some faction mechanics here, of course. The Empire of the North Sea and its islands. So here are some of our traits. We get a 10% campaign movement, naval recruitment, which isn't in the game just yet. We also get agent experience, but we do get contested seats. Okay, 25% personal influence cost per political actions. That's sort of the Viking infighting there, I guess. Let's quickly jump into the custom battle to see our unit roster and the units, what we can look forward to. So we already are formed as the Kingdom of Norway. So we've got some interesting shock cavalry here, very limited spearmen and pikes. We do have some very heavy armored melee infantry, which is great to see. We are a Christian faction now, of course. We're not pagan like the Vikings of old, and we are very heavily armored in most aspects. We do have limited cavalry though. Regardless, let's get stuck into the campaign, and I'll see you guys on the campaign map. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. Let's get stuck and right into it. So, we have the mod credits here, of course. We've also got the Pope mechanic and war weariness. So, we start off as Norway. Well, we actually start off within Sweden and just below here in the Sea of Kattegat. The main objective for this series is to establish a Norwegian kingdom. In Total War Attila, unfortunately, Norway isn't in the campaign. So, we actually start off as a horde faction. We're very dynamic at the start, but the main objective for my series is to reclaim the entirety of the United Kingdom, throw out the Scots, throw out the English and the Irish. The United Kingdom, the British Isles, is rightfully mine, and hopefully we can fulfill RAGNAR'S dream over here in East Anglia. Maybe we could do some raids and stuff. Maybe down in Italy we could go on crusade, but I don't know how to play this. Should we return to our Viking pagan ways of all, or should we be good Christian Scandinavians? But the main objective for this series is to take the entirety of the United Kingdom. We might launch some raids into the European mainland. Let me know in the comment section down below where you would like me to expand and conquer. Okay, cool. So we currently start off in spring. It is 1212 AD. So diplomacy-wise, we currently have no allies, no defensive, no nothing. And let's go straight into technology. We want to go with wealth from agriculture. We're going to need to get a farm base up. Objectives-wise, we have none at the moment. Let's have a look at our faction. So we have King Inge here as well. We have a son here, Guttorm. And we have a adopted son, Hakon. I'm going to try and knock him out as quickly as possible. Hakon. It's not Hakon. I have two bastard brothers in Hakon, and I have a legitimate nephew, Knut, and Skul. I think that's how you say his name. So we'll keep my bastard brothers in here for now. Hopefully they remain loyal to me as best I can. I'm 27 years of age, and I do have an heir, which is good, and I'm also married off. And Bard was my father. So this is going to be interesting to see how we sort of play this campaign. I wanted to sort of role play, find Norway a new home, as we sort of don't have one. We're sort of a roaming horde at the moment. But you can actually play this campaign one or two ways, because, as you can see here, we actually make 18,000 per turn if we were to go on an encamp stance, 18k here, and 2,000 here. So, when you look at it from a pure economical standpoint, you're far better off actually being a horde, raiding and continuing to go, especially, like, there's no point of colonizing Scandinavia, as these regions are just so poor. Look at this, only getting 1,000 here, 900 here, and they do get a decent amount here in Sweden. So, what my plan is for this series, firstly, is to not colonize Scandinavia just yet. We're better off going for the wealthier territories within the UK. We can always go back to Scandinavia and conquer it, but for the time being, we want to settle and hold the UK. So we currently have a full stack here with the king, 2 units of spears, 2 units of early herdmen, 1 unit of heavy bowmen, 3 units of light bowmen. We've got some crossbowmen and riders here. We have 12 units out of 20. We have my bastard brother Hakon here as well with a 12 stack, and we've got a secondary army further north. Just looking at how the total rotilla maps out within the UK, I know for a fact that Inverness doesn't have a port, and neither does Edinburgh. So it's actually not advantageous for us to push in there and colonize, because we're going to lose. We need to have a strong enough army, and we're going to need a big enough economy to support once we colonize, to replace the, what do we lose? Like I said, we actually go into a 6,000 roughly deficit as soon as we colonize. So if we colonize this shithole here in Sweden, sorry Swedes, we're going to lose 5,000. So we want to try and raid and plunder as best we can and get to a strong enough point where we can take a couple settlements straight off the back. Ideally, what you would do is maybe flip to paganism or something and just continue to raid your way down Europe. But I want to actually colonize and build a kingdom of Norway, let's say. So let's get stuck into this. So we need to merge up here firstly. I think up in the north here in Sweden is not good for us at the moment, especially on this difficulty. The Swedes have 15 units here, and they also have a large garrison and catapults. So, and it's the region capital in Scandinavia for us. So us trying to hit that, a strong consolidated Sweden here, it's just not in our best interest. We're actually better off pushing further south into Denmark, as they have a lot of territory and they won't be able to defend a lot of it either. I'd be curious to see the strength ranking, because he's 59. What are the Swedes at? So the Danes at 11. Oh, okay. Regardless, we are going to move out of Sweden. Now, look, we can always come back to Scandinavia. We are Vikings of old, but picking off the English is going to be a lot easier for me, and it's going to get us a lot more valuable territory. So we're going to try and disembark onto Denmark now, and we're going to sit back and try and consolidate as best as we can. So let's quickly go down into our horde stance, the Fury of the Righteous. Okay, we need to get some units here quick fast. So what have we got at our disposal? So we've got some light shock, we have some heavy spearmen, candlemen, we've also got some spears, we've also got these tablemen as well, heavy, very heavy infantry. These guys look awesome. They've got that sort of Stark armor by the look of it. And then we want to switch out for some heavies, and we want to get a catapult here and there as well. It takes 1 turn, that takes 2. So I think we're going to burn a lot of turns in this campaign, especially for the first couple, just sort of consolidating and getting our armies up and running. So we'll put that into effect. We'll try and build up this army as best we can, and we'll try and consolidate here. We're better off sacking right through down Aarhus, Roskilde, and what is this called? Hamburg. Okay, I wasn't too sure if it was going to be like Hetaby or something. Okay, right. So we have another army here with David. We have 8 units. We're better off going on a forced march and making our way down to the UK. Out of all the strategical spots to take, I think the best place to launch this invasion isn't actually in East Anglia, historically, where you would land. It's probably in Wales, because you could take it quite quickly and consolidate, then get ready to push upon York and Nottingham, then we can hold off the English there. But let's kind of cross our fingers and hope that they have a big war going on. Let's dive into diplomacy. Let's sort by attitude and see what we're working with. So we might be able to get an unaggressional pact with like the Swedes. We might be able to get a decent alliances from our Scandinavian neighbours for the time being. Bologna don't want any negotiations. Pisa, maybe some of the Italian states will want to give me stuff. But guys, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestion. If you didn't want to see the a Norwegian campaign, feel free to leave a dislike, of course. But yeah, let me know. This campaign will end in the future at some point, and what other strategy games you'd like me to let's play here today, or here on the channel, rather said. So the Scots want a non-aggressional pact. I'm more than happy to sign that, just for the time being. But it's actually not beneficial for us to take Scotland just yet, because trade is king in this mod, and we don't want to get picked apart so easily. So we're going to be playing as the Norwegians. It's going to be an interesting sort of let's play. I think taking the UK for ourselves, it's our divine right. We have the Casus Belli, and maybe going on crusade. That'd be cool. Okay, so we're continuing to recruit here as well. Can we somehow get you on board? You can sit here as well, that's fine. So we'll drop you into a recruitment stance as well. Actually, how many turns is that away? That's 2, so we can get some heavier archers in here. That's what I would ideally need, and we want to try and get some cavalry as well. So let's try and... Why can't I get any more? Oh, can I only get 2 out of that? Ah, okay. So what else can we get within 2 turns? It takes 3 turns to get these heavy goddamn spearmen, which is a pain. We might need to just get some herdmen, but this is going to cost a lot as well. We're not actually making too much money. We want to try and get a decent army where we can. Okay, so let's continue to move this further south, and let's see how heavily garrisoned the Welsh are and stuff. So we've got 10k in the bank. We're making about 3,000 per turn. Everything is looking up and up for the Norwegians. Okay, well, let's end the turn and continue. Actually, can we get some agents? Ah, we can. Good. Let's do that. Let's get some agents in. Let's get Paul, and let's get... I think it was Bard or something. What was his name? Yeah, Bard. Okay, let's get these spies in. This is going to massively help us. I would imagine the Danes aren't going to let us sort of walk around their territory with impunity. They're going to be hot on the tail of us, so they know what's up. Okay, and let's get another assassin here if we can. Even though they do cost a little bit of upkeep, it's going to be worth putting the pressure on the Danes. But yeah, I don't think it's in our best interest to hit Sweden straight off the bat there. And the further we push south, the better as well. I'm not going to sign that pact due to winter. Winter's going to be coming soon as well. We also don't have any immunity to snow attrition, so we're going to get roared apart through that as well. And I think we're running at a food deficit as well, so we need to really keep an eye up on that. So the 4th Crusade has been called, and it looks like it's going to be for Cairo. So how are we going? We need to keep... Now we're playing as a Catholic faction. We need to keep an eye on our papal standing as well. We need to not execute Christian captives. Okay, let's continue down with this army. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this. I might as well nearly disband it. So, as you can see here, we have the Welsh. 515 per turn. Crikey, man. These settlements are so fucking shit. That's why we need to take like these in one fell swoop, because it's just not going to be worth it. I'm trying to think what I should do with this army. Should I try and disband it because we're focusing on this here? And then we can send that money back home. The only thing I'd like here is those archers, to be honest. But at least we get line of sight through here. We could maybe just sort of hang out. We could hang out on... Oh, we can't hang on out on that island. I was going to say, it's probably not a bad bet. Just hanging out there, keeping this down so we can get more financial stuff. Okay, let's send our spies around to see what we're working with. So let's push you further south. We'll push Bard to Roskilde. And we'll move this assassins here. Move you guys further south. Okay, so by the look of it, the Danes do seem to have a full stack and a bit. Wow, they seem to be... That guy does not look like a very light infantry militia. Okay, and then a couple more turns, we're going to have some proper knights here as well. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disband these. I've made the decision to do so. It's going to free up a lot of our wages, about 1,000. And what I'm going to try and do for you is maybe try and move you to Ireland or something. I would be surprised if they attack me, but you never really know. So, how can we get some better relations? Oh, the Holy Roman Empire. Fuck me, we want to try and get some sort of relations with them before they hate us. Why don't they like me? Trespassing against Denmark. Okay, I'm nearly tempted just to give them a little bit of cash, because the last thing I want is the Holy Roman Empire coming after me. What about the Papal States? Oh, why doesn't the Pope himself want to trade with me? That sucks. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Let's power through a couple of these turns. We're going to sack and raid Aarhus once we're ready, but I want to get my army build just right. There's no point of half-arsing it, to be honest. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. It's now winter for the first time, and we're going to actually suffer attrition due to the fact we actually we have a food shortage. So we're probably only going to be able to survive one winter, which is a shame. So we'll disembark here then, and we'll plop you down. Yeah, we simply do not have the food means, and we're going to need to get that quick. That was a little bit of an oversight on my behalf. I thought we would have been alright. I actually thought the snow might not have hit us there, but it did in the end. Okay, well, let's push you further south. We want to start saving some money as well where we can. Okay, let's move my assassin further south. So let's have a look at Denmark. So what have they got exactly? They have 4 regions. So Aarhus, Roskilde, and whatever this is here, that belongs to them. Stralsund. Okay, we can keep you there, and we can probably push you there. We can put some pressure on their own men. So we are currently finished with that recruitment. Well, let's continue on and try and pretty much get as many of those heavies as we can. And we can get some more of these guys now as well, which takes 1 turn. We can't get any more of them. And that's a full stack. We'll try and get rid of some of these archers where we can. We don't need crossbowmen like that as well. We're better off just getting rid of the lights. I wouldn't mind some heavy spearmen if we could get some. But why can't we get any heavy spearmen? Maybe there's a surplus somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, let's just go back with that then. Let's get one more of those guys. Okay, so to get the perfect army build I want, it looks like it's going to take 6 turns for these stacks. Now, the problem is food. That's our main concern, and we're going to lose attrition because of it. And we're not going to be able to replenish once the summer comes. So, why is that? What do we need to do to get more animal husbandry here? 5 pop. We're going to need pop. And is there any? That's got 4. That's got nobles encampment. We probably can break down some buildings within this. Integrity. That won't give us our pop back. There are buildings here which will give us some food back, 40, but then we lose the recruitment of those guys. Actually, we haven't got any heavies there. We're only getting herdmen here now. Yeah, so we can break that down quite easily. So that will give us a extra 40 food back. This is also costing 20 food, so we can get that back. And this in the chain isn't costing us anything, and we can't make that even further. We could break down some of these. That's costing us 40 food, 5 wealth, horde growth. Let's break that down as well. I just want to try and get my food back on track, because we're actually running at a deficit at the moment. But this should help things up quite a bit. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. But the problem is, when you start disbanding troops to make room for more, you can have a problem. Ah! Okay. You could have a problem with the AI taking advantage of you. So, Scotland wants to marry their princess to my bastard brother. I'm going to decline for now, because it might actually not be a bad shout to have a look around Europe to see if there's any more sort of potential suitors. Hopefully we don't lose that princess now that we declined, because they could through the end turn. Let's get a no, let's not get a non-aggression pact from the Welsh. Irish, rather. Okay, so after that, how many men did we lose due to attrition? We didn't lose any. Why is that? Oh, it's because we got our food surplus back. Look at that. 140. We've got it back on track now. Perfect. Okay, let's move you here then. And that's David. So who the fuck's David? Oh, that's not one of my brothers. And I only can marry off one of my brothers. Squall, I think. Okay, well, let's sort and try and find some potential suitors. But oh no, he missed her. We only had one opportunity there to marry into this Scottish Family tree. Ah, that sucks. They might come up again, but I reckon she married a Scotsman. Okay, I just had a look. I couldn't find any, which is a shame. So what are the Danes doing? Nothing too spectacular, to be honest. And they're not at war with anyone. Man, if we could get the Holy Roman Empire to declare war upon them, that would be fan-bloody-tastic. So we're still waiting a little bit longer before we get some more stuff done. That's fine. And we want to try and save our money as best we can, because like I said, once we have to start colonizing this poor territory, we're going to run into a deficit because it's just more economically viable to stay as a horde for the time being. Oh no! Fuck's sake. So, the Danish had enough of my trespassing and now have declared war upon me. Oh, and they've gone through like a preemptive strike as well. Shit. Because now they've fallen up in Aarhus. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna sign that. Oh, that sucks because I haven't finished my construction yet either. Or rather, recruitment. How far is I away? 2 there. It's only really the lights anyway. So they've fallen everyone up here. It's not in our best interest to stand and fight, I think. Oh, maybe. We might be able to get something from this. Hang on. So what I'm going to have to do firstly is stop this. And I need to assess our numbers. So let's switch out to these stances. Okay, let's make sure. Come on, I need to form up. It's because I'm stuck in the zone. I can't actually move my guys. I was gonna say we're better off rallying up with the king just to see how many we have, because we might be able to pin the garrison down in here and then fall. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to besiege. Can I not besiege it? There we go. Yeah, besiege that, right? It's gonna draw all that shit in. So let's negotiate with you. I need you to give me everything you've got and put it in the king's army. So let's go with the heavies. Let's go with another. Let's go with this. So we've only got 1 unit of cavalry there. We can probably take those archers out and get another heavy. But then that's not everyone in. So we need to take that off. Then that. And then we can sit at that. So then at that point the king has a full stack. 4 units of proper heavily archers, cavalry, swordsmen, you name it. So, do I try and push up this way or do we try and flee a bit? It's because our movement is a bit shit. We could fall back and stand and fight and allow them to unite. The thing is, right, I'm not going to know where this is going to flee though either. So if I pull this further back here, right, you need to flee. So the movement is going to be a pay here. So we have to roll the dice and just hopefully he flees back that way. He has, which is good. We've got that going for us. So I can sit you there. Oh, good. We can't even move it. It's nuke the turn again. Man, that fucking movement shit is a pain in my ass. So we can hold you here. We don't even have our own fortified looking stance. So we're just going to have to stand here. And I guess we could try and get something within a turn just to swell our ranks a bit more. Probably these guys, because they can be recruited in 1 turn. Oh yeah, let's spam the fuck with them out. I'm going to negotiate with the Danes just in case they want peace. There's a bug there. I don't know why it's gone and done that. Okay, let's make sure this other one's okay here. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, not really much else I can do. I guess we sort of see how the Danes react. Okay, just done a hard save and a quick save, just in case the game crashes. But let's see how the Danes sort of go about this. Actually, we've got some spies. Let's do this. Let's really do this. Let's fucking put the pressure on them then. So let's try and assassinate their king, or at least make him not eligible to fight. Wound him at least. Opportunity failed. We can go for a second one here. I'm happy to pay the 600 or so. But it's great to see that the AI took the initiative to attack me rather than just let me sit there, consolidate. They caught me with my pants down. Success, a fire's been there now. And we'll move you this way. Okay, so, yeah, continue there. Right, let's end the turn and continue. Bard's gone up in stats. We'll leave you there. Okay, let's see how they react. Hopefully they hit the King's army. Or, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They're either going to consolidate in Aarhus. No, they're going to hit me here. They've hit me with the King's army. Why is it so not... Why am I so not favoured to win this? I know these guys aren't overly good, but come on. So we're coming up against the King, the Danish King. He has 4 units of spears, 2 units of the light early Hussars, 2 units of cavalry archers. Then there's this, which has seasickness. Then there's that, which has a lot of archers. And then there's this. Why is that so far not in my favour? So we have 4,340, and they have just shy of 6,000. So this is the battle for Scandinavia here. This is make or break. I don't know if we can even flee now. But we're going to have to fight this one against the Danes. We're actually starting off this episode and series with a good old bang. The Kingdom of Norway are fighting with the Danes. Since the beginning of time, 2 kings going back to back. The Battle of Aarhus, 1213 AD. Okay, guys, welcome to the battlefield. It is a wet, pouring battle. Man, the Scandinavians couldn't have picked a more sunny and brighter day, but welcome to the battlefield. So, as you can see, they will have troops coming in from the sea. Fortunate enough for me, my allies are coming from the back here. So, we're going to have to sort of white line camp here, essentially. We could even camp, we could even funnel that, honestly, pushing even this far back, they wouldn't even be able to break that, I don't reckon. What about this corner? We basically just need a corner camp, funnel them in and make them sort of fall upon us like water on rocks. So let's have a look at some of our units here for the first time as Norway. Never played as them before. I called them bloody Denmark. Isn't that a cardinal sin? Right, let's have a look at what we're working with. So here are the tablemen, the very heavy Norwegian swordsmen. Oh, wow, look at the detail of that plate armor. Boiled leather there, 2-tiered. These guys look fucking badass. Awesome. Does that guy got a bear around his neck? Ah, I am Thorgan, Thunder Bear. Okay, and then we've got some lighter ones here as well. As long as they all can form like a shield wall, I'll be happy. So here are some of our heavier archers as well. They've even got some shields on their back to protect them. Sweet as. Sweet as, bro. Then we've got the Norwegian cavalry further back here. Man, it is absolutely pissing down. And there we have the king. Soon to be. Oh! That's unfortunate. He hasn't got a crown or a sword. He's not quite finished. I am Sven! I think he's Inge or whatever. Alright, let's pull everyone back. I think, yeah, camping this is probably like our best bet. We shield wall, using the terrain to our advantage. Like, for real. Even though we can push back here with... Actually, we'll try and squeeze just any amount of advantage. Just trying to get into this back corner here. So we can push there. I would say that's the best, because that's the end of the battlefield there. We want to do a similar thing to what we did with the Iubid campaign. Man, that was a hell of a start. Hopefully we don't have a similar one here. So, you will win if the timer runs out. They're going to be deploying here. They're not going to be able to flank me within that. I'm pretty sure. They can disembark here, but we'll have something here to meet them. Okay, so let's move the catapults there as well. Let's quickly start and pause the battle. So let's make our strong front line of our proper swordsmen. Oh, come on. There we go. I was going to say, don't do me like this. We probably should put like everyone there if we can. Yes. That's what I want. Essentially something like that. Oh, we're actually pulling some guys off that. The thing is, right, I don't want to be too far around that we get kind of flanked. Yeah, so something like that's ideal. That's what we sort of want. Then go into shield wall. We'll continue with heavy shot for the moment. And we'll move our catapults just here as well. We'll move the king further back. Whatever this unit here is overlapping, we'll move it. And what I want to do is I actually want to move my cavalry within this. So everyone, double time. They're over there. We've got our reinforcements now coming in as well. So move to this position, lads. Let's funnel them in like the Battle of Thermopylae. And then allow our arrows to blot out the sun. Okay, so let's move you here. General. Let's move you into this, archers. And we'll slowly try and bring you guys into the main line. So push down into this. They do have their own archers, so that's something we have to keep an eye on as well. But I reckon we'll be fine. Okay, the odds are slowly going down, but let's have a look at the Danes. They're trying to push against us. No, they're just trying to form up. If we could kill their king as well, that would be massive for us. So here is the Danish king. Vladimir. Okay, let's now move you. Try and get those reinforcements over here. Man, we got 2 units of catapults. They ain't touching shit. Alright. Let's try and reform this up as well. We've got so many archers. We can even have some on heavy while the others just sit on like a lighter shot. Okay, and I'm getting this to my liking as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to spring my cavalry here, to be honest. We might need to push them away. Okay, we're still trying to form up. I don't know if they can actually see me, so that could be a problem. Okay, so everyone pushing here then hasn't got a place to be, so it's like that. Yep. And then there was this unit here. Okay, we'll just move you here for a second, because I haven't decided what's best for you. Man, even my archers can form shield wall. How crazy is that? So we'll move my archer rank here. Man, I nearly can't even fit the archer rank in. How crazy is that? Okay, their ships are coming in now. What they're better off doing here is actually sitting... Oh god, I didn't give an order for that, did I? No, fuck. Yeah, they're better off actually like bringing crossbowmen and archers and just sitting and hitting me there, to be fair. Come on, let's get this catapult unit over here now. Okay, we can make a second rank here if we really want to. Okay, let's get everyone here for now to form shield wall. And we've actually got a decent amount here at the back. So we want to have proper carvers ready on the flanks. So like here. I would be blown away if the AI is smart enough to sort of hit me there. But I'm happy to sacrifice the rear of 2 units to do so. Let's move a secondary wall up like here. Try and plug it like that. Just in case we do get flanked around a bit. That's what we want, and then go something like that. Okay, catapults. What could we go with? Explosive round, probably. So let's go with explosive round and try and move them somewhere like here. Okay, archers should all be on a heavy shot, because they do have a lot of sort of medium to heavier units. So their swordsmen are medium, that's alright. They do have some light intertwine though, heavy shock. We want to try and hit their own cavalry. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this archer unit here. It looks like they're trying to retreat, but they can't. Okay, so it's looking more like 60-40 now. What's our massive advantage is they have to come to us. Like, that's helped us massively. Okay, well let's allow the king to get maybe into a better spot, and this general here as well. I'm gonna get my skirmishes and stuff to... Is there a guard mode? God, I wish there was guard mode in Total War. I'm pretty sure they took it out in this, didn't they? In Total Attila. Okay, you can't form up into a shield wall, but you can. And, oh, you can, but it's your own different thing. You guys sit here mobile. Okay, so let's see where they're deploying. So it looks like they're deploying on the coast here. Man, they picked a bloody good day. Trying to circumnavigate that nightmare. Look at these three bloody rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 sisters. But the Danes are moving in from their reinforcements at Aarhus. Look, we're sitting back, relaxing. Can't see a foot in front of us. We're in no rush. They're slowly but surely moving up now. We might be able to get a preemptive strike off with my cavalry. Heavy melee so they can do it. Ideally what I'd want is to try and capture their general in the open. Or maybe like a spear, yeah, a longbow unit there we might be able to smash. Because it seems to be really isolated. But this is it. We're formed up. This is make or break for the Norwegians. We're fighting at the arsehole end of Denmark here today. Got a really strong front line of our heavy swordsmen. Got a secondary line here. Then we obviously have the archers. And just in case, by a miracle, the enemy decide to deploy on the beachhead, which they might do. They're coming hot on our tails. We might have to deal with that. Okay, so okay, it doesn't work. We can even probably hit that cavalry because it's being sorry, that arch unit, because cavalry seems to be covering it quite well. So they are moving a unit of crossbowmen here. They're going to try and disembark on the beachhead. Okay, they're definitely going for it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel these guys off out of their shield wall and get down here just to help out. Go something like that. Reform this secondary line. Wow, they are coming in with some heat. Okay, allow my archers to hit this unit here. If it wasn't raining, I'd probably use a flammable stance. But they're coming in now, so we're going to be able to pick them off one by one. They're still far enough away for us to not worry about. So they're sending in crossbowmen first, which is an interesting tactic. We're going to be able to skirmish them here. We are quite close because we're going to be able to pin some of them down. I don't want to waste all my ammunition on a boat. They're actually rearing around for some reason. Maybe they see just the might of us just holding here. Look, if they're going to sit there open, we've already killed 10. That's not too bad. We seem to be hitting them in the rear quite well. But it's going to be really up to the pathfinding here. Oh, should I hit them on the beach? I just don't know if I'm going to be using my cavalry in this. Because what have they got? Heavy shock. The bodyguard. 2, 3, 4 bodyguard. Nah, we're going to lose our cavalry. We're just outnumbered. We could go with a lightning strike here. We could hit some of these guys flat-footed, then make our way back around. But apart from that, we need to sort of move our guys out. So my explosive rounds are coming in now. Hitting them side on, which is interesting. I'm going to allow my archers to halt. And I'm going to get my catapults here to halt as well. So swing further this way, please. Nearly hitting my own men. So try and hit these crossbowmen here. Come on, bro. Yes. Go for this. Pull the spearmen out. Okay, allow some to engage. Now pull for that. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Loop around. Okay, swing back this way. We haven't got much time. Charge into that. That's a good charge. Okay, pull out. You're going to get surrounded by cavalry. That's good. Now, how far are those guys away? Yep. So we don't want to lose these cavalry. So let's move them back into our main line. Otherwise, they're just going to get caught. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pause and give the order back to my archers to toggle fire at will. along with my catapults. Fire at will! You have permission to absolutely unload everything now. Good. Make them burn. Okay, probably ease up on the catapults a bit. We need to conserve our ammunition when it's most vital. Okay, move these guys back. If we could somehow get them on the corner, it's like swinging that angle. Okay, awesome. So, now we've freed up this secondary line here now to push like here. So move up. So they're coming at me, moving men up. Just hold the line, men. We've only killed 100 of theirs. Cavalry seems to be hitting us head on. Just hold and brace. We'll have them. Okay, archers continue to loose against this one unit. Another unit's coming in. Yeah, you got to be careful because then now that's technically, if that hits something here, it's going to be a flank. So hit that on the side. Now allow the cavalry to fire at will. Catapults. Yeah, look at this shit, man. How is that? How the fuck is that just glitched through there? How absurd is this? Like, they are just running through my men there. That's fucking retarded. That is so retarded. Form up and go back to a shield wall. Alright, these guys are gone. Alright, our general's gonna be fine though. Melee defense. Just kill this unit for the love of God. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, they did to disembark. Okay, well they just suicide one of their own dudes there. Now let's reform this back up. Or at least pull the king to this side now. If there's going to be a tendency of charges coming that side. Okay, so I want to try and keep my... Yeah, so my archers are hitting this alright. I'm going to get some shots off myself if I can. Because I'm actually going to be better off to do that. Because what you don't want to be constantly doing is you don't want to be... Ah, the reload time, they've nerfed that, didn't they? In Rome too, you were so much... it was so beneficial for you to actually sit there and try and pluck them off. Or you can. Okay, they're still hitting upon us. Ammo-wise, we're doing okay. Alright, let's get this secondary line to form shield wall. Okay, that line's breaking there. Continue to fire into this. Oh, it's been overshot just a bit. But continue to get these shots off, especially against those swordsmen. So they only outnumbered us by about 1.2k, wasn't it? It wasn't even that much by the end of it. Oh, come on. Because we had to re-equip, it's changed it. So that's doing alright there. How well did these guys do for a front-on charge? 70? Oh, come on, man. Are they really that bad, those guys? These tablemen, are they really that bad? Is that where the odds came from? They'd look fucking badass. If they're that trash, I'm gonna have to really rethink having this front line with them then. They need to at least fall up to that. And you need to move there. Maybe it was just the cavalry charge. Maybe that was just it. Okay, they're now pushing in now. My archers are still firing where they can. They're buckling stuff where they can as well. Right. Continue to get shots off, especially with this cavalry shit coming in. Just going to hit a couple at the back, but nothing crazy. Let's get another shot here with my own. The reload time is quite infuriating. Okay, friendly fire. That's good, that's good. Right, how are we going casualties-wise? So we've lost... Whoa, okay. Why? So we've lost 600 men, and they've only lost 700. Are you kidding me? Man, maybe I'm just sort of overhyping this Norwegian host. I'm gonna keep on doing that, aren't I? Wow. Okay. Right, so I'm gonna try and get my archers now to focus on units. So focus on this cavalry shit that keeps on coming in against us. Focus into that, and you focus into that. We just need to start picking shit. Focus into this mess. Focus into this mess coming up. Okay, now we're actually like buckling on a couple of points, which isn't good. And it's really this far other side, which you saw before was like teleporting my dudes. So we need to focus on it a lot more. If I can get a shot that way, that would be ideal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to clip my own men there, but we'll see how we go. No, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Fire everything into that. Fire into the back unit just in case it gets overshot. Now my archers are getting clipped somehow. Fire into this for the love of God. Okay. Form into a shield wall if you can. I kind of want to split out the archers if I can. Like hitting shit, but at the same time, I can't really afford to swing it too much. Fire into that if you can. Now even this is getting hectic. Bang smack here. Okay, what I need to do is just keep an eye on units that get pushed up. Where are you? Put a war cry down. So what's really going on? Oh my God, we lost 1,000 men, and we've only killed 1,000 of theirs, and this battle's going really well. It's just their archers. Maybe they've got so many skirmishes. Yeah, that's what's doing it. Oh God. Fire everything you've got at that motherfucker there. If we can somehow kill the enemy general by a miracle, do it. Throw everything you have. If he's full enough to come in, that's what we want. Fire everything you've got at him. If we can kill their king, that'd be massive. They're actually targeting my other general here now. They're not targeting my king, which is alright. Throw everything you've got. Kill him. There we go, perfect. Keep piling it on. Now my cavalry at the back's getting pinned here. God. Okay, they're actually coming hard this other side. Shit. We're gonna have problems here because we're gonna need to cycle charge that. Fuck. I'm kind of gobsmacked as to how poorly these units are performing, to be perfectly honest. I don't know how we didn't get him. Man, we are absolutely torpedoing this. Come on. Continue. Yes. Yes! We finally got the motherfucker. That should change the tide of everything, basically. So, the Danish king is dead. All hail Norway. Oh, God. Man, it took us absolutely unloading fucking everything from Ragnarok to get him, but we finally did it. Now, that should just cause a massive rout here. General sniping, of course, has just won us the battle. Look at this. Bring him down, bring him down. They're shattered as well. They ain't coming back. Right. Come on. Oh, no, not you. Stay in there. Swing back that way. These guys seem to be holding there for some godforsaken reason. Come back this way. Come back that way. Archers, try and... Oh god, I keep on clicking on that unit there just because it's got ammunition in it. Okay, you go back this way. Right. Hit that. Hit that. Fire into this. We need to get rid of them quick. I've got cavalry in reserve, and I've also got my general here, which is good. Alright, continue to fire my artillery into this. Man, we killed the Danish king. That's what got him. There's a couple like units here that are holding out. We might be able to do like a little pop top over the top there. Yep, that's what we want. And maybe something like into that. No, we're not going to be able to. But continue to fire into this. But I'm absolutely gobsmacked as to how much it is getting trashed. We've lost half our army. They must have just really bad armor piercing. But this is the might of Denmark. I'm glad they took the initiative to not allow us to... Let's clip our own men there. To consolidate and sort of pushed out against us in defiance. It's good. Now the problem is how many men we're going to lose, because running down the enemy is going to be a bit of a problem. Once we sort of get all the... Once we get all of the melee knocked out, the melee infantry, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to skirmish back, but we're just getting ripped apart by their archers. Just need to hold where you can. Alright, we need to break this. I'm kind of surprised that they're actually holding there, to be honest. If we put some pressure on that swordsman, it might go. But if we were like playing Total War Attila with the auto manual fire, they wouldn't stand a chance. Okay, continue to fire into this with the last lot of my archers. We still managed to maintain a decent amount of ammunition, which is interesting. So we're actually on par with them now. Man, if we didn't kill that Danish general, I don't know if we would have won that, because we're still suffering mass casualties here, because our armor piercing is dog shit. It just is. You can just tell in it. Alright. Go back to shield wall in any position you can, just to get us that missile block. Alright, continue to fire into this. Once all the swordsmen are gone, we're going to charge, I reckon. We're going to have to, because the thing is, there's a fine line, right? We can try and skirmish them out, or we can try and stop them from skirmishing us, because that's the problem we're going to have. Because we could lose this still if we get shattered out. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get everyone to break their position and charge. And push into this. But everyone needs to basically try and catch them as best we can. They do have their own cavalry, so this is going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to have to use my own cavalry here, so try and neutralize that. You try and neutralize that. We're going to have to throw this secondary general in and just kind of hope that the king doesn't die. We're going to switch back to a light shot now. Extended shot. Has greater range but causes less damage. No, we're just going to go with a standard shot now. And try and whittle the guys that turn at the back. They're mediums, but the light bowmen probably alright. Okay, what I'm going to do is going to retarget some of this. So hit the lights. Don't go to that medium shot. We want to try and buckle these lights as quickly as possible. Okay, go. Make sure everyone sounds their charge. And we go. Go, 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 Gadget. We've got one chance here. We can't afford to fuck it up. Move. Everyone should be goddamn running. We need to stop them firing upon us. And we need to catch them. Alright. Now move. Move, 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 move. Everyone go. No one can be stopping. Hit these back tier units. We can't allow them to stop. Man, that's gonna be a perfect hit there. Right, grab the guys that stop, but continue to push them. Like, you can't stop. Because they're just gonna trash us if they hit us from a side point. Right, that's gone good. Now that cavalry's gone. Right, now go. We're gonna have a bit of an issue. Grab them. Grab these guys. We're starting to fall into this issue already. Right, focus on that. Right, come over there to help. Crossbowmen. Let's keep the king up with momentum. Alright, hit that. As soon as you lose cavalry, man. Right. Archers fall up there. Alright, let's try and swing them further around. Okay, that's good. There's one unit there that could be a problem. Yeah, catch them. Try and catch them. Okay, continue to get rid of that. You focus on this. Archers, try and hit the back unit. That seems to be evading us. You're okay here. Yeah, go for that. By bloody hell. Man, this is a sweat. I am kind of surprised as how shit my units are. I know they're tier 1, but taking 3 turns to recruit and getting smashed on with a heavy cavalry charge, I don't think the Danes have that good cavalry. Out of all the factions, you know? There's still a unit here that's still defiant. Our general's fallen, that's fine. We've lost my brother. But that's alright. We needed to use him, unless we lose. Which... God, the last of my swordsmen are on edge here. These guys are going to get picked apart here. We're going to have to move our other general up. You need to get around. You need to hit this. Ugh, it's just this last hurrah, isn't it? So mostly, it's actually mostly crossbowmen there. Maybe you need to switch back to a medium. Just to grab those guys there. We've pushed them to the map, which is good. Alright, that's now. Now we've got no cavalry, which makes it difficult. I think we got them now because they're proper routing. Yeah, good. Phew! That was a fucking close one. Only about 1,500 remaining. Man, oh man. These tight battles. I don't like them. Okay. Try to get my archers to skirmish the guys further away. That we just aren't going to catch. Ah, victory though. We have victory. Alright, let's try and get the king to try and take down as many of them as possible. But we did lose our son in the... Sorry, we lost a bastard brother in the process. Look, it was worth it, to be honest. He was a bastard after all. I can't remember which one it is. I think he's got a son anyway. I think it's Knut's father. But maybe not. Man, I thought that fortified position would have been so much better. Like, I was sort of... At this battle, it's the same map as the Iubid fight. The Iubid series. I just thought... It'd be sort of a similar result. I just was kind of... gobsmacked. As to how poorly my men did. Especially these guys. That's alright, though. I need to look at the stats. And then I need to compare like the Templars and stuff we can get access to, the Hospitallars, the dismounted Templars eventually. Cavalry would have been good, but I don't know. I don't think we did too bad under the circumstances. Seems we had a half-ass army. We hadn't even finished our construction. The Danes caught us with our pants down, but we managed to show them a big shit. Oh my god, what a victory. Holy crap. So we deployed 4,340. We lost 2,628. They deployed 6,000. The just conquerors under Vladimir were defeated. 5,990. They lost 3,296. Right, what did most of the work for us? Look at that. Performance isn't too bad. Just the casualties are so high. 206, 117, 77, 122. Archers, 81, 102, 84. What did most of the work for them? Yeah, they're archers. Everything else went to sort of shit there, but man, sniping their king was definitely our best bet. But the Danes have an eternal enemy in me, because they killed my bastard brother. A knife wound heals, but a tongue wounds... What? A knife wound heals, but a tongue wound faster. Right. Shout out to the Turks in the chat. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. 10,000 Scandinavians went toe to toe, and the Norwegians were victorious. So we've captured 333 of their men. Now we cannot kill captives in this, or otherwise our Papal States rating will fall. So we're going to have to take on the 10% of warriors. They're going to flee further back now. And there should be a new Danish king on top of that. However, in that fight, I would assume we've pretty much destroyed the Aarhus garrison. So we're going to be able to raise it. Probably not raise, actually. We're probably going to be able to sack it. Who can we bring in? Skull. Let's do that. So Hakon died. Oh, that's a shame. And now it's winter, just to put a cherry on top. Oh, so I'm bringing in my other brother. So Hakon, who has a son Knut. It'd be cool if he gets a despises Danish trait or something. But we lost a brother. Hakon. Man, brother o' mine, your sacrifice will not be in vain. So, Christian, a 43-year-old, has taken the reins. And let's chuck a massive save after that. Wowee. Okay, so it's currently winter now, and we're suffering attrition, which is not good. So we've got a couple of options here. We've got plenty of cash in the bank. So let's try and smash the last of these generals off here. Try and assassinate them. They're weak and rotting. They've just lost. Maybe we can get some bonuses there. Okay, so I want to try and take Aarhus. Critical success there, which is good. I believe I actually started a fire here, didn't I? But we can always disrupt the settlement again. Failure. Let's try and do Hamburg here, because we're just close. I prefer to do the capital, but that's fine. Okay, so what's the garrison in Aarhus like now? Are you kidding me, man? Fuck off. And this isn't even that smashed anyway. I don't reckon we've got the numbers. Just looking at that now, I reckon that'll be a costly bloody siege. If we could push back, hit that. As we move, we lose men. Oh, we got that recruitment done though, of the light shock. I actually don't know which one has the more men. We're going to have to quickly look here to see. Where's our military forces here? So we have 13k here, and Skull's got 1500. Yeah, I kind of just like, even looking at how shattered this is, I reckon that army had more men. So what would be better in an auto-resolve? This or this? Probably that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push into Aarhus. We're even going to lose more men there. And then I'm going to swing this other unit around and take this. If not, I'm going to have to manually play it. They've now fled, so we've got the odds on us. But what's this for taking Aarhus now? Yeah, look at that. We're going to be able to smash it. We can always come back, because we've probably got the movements. Let's try and run this down now. Oh, fuck off. I guess we lost as we did. Oh, I'm not going to... I don't want to play that. I just don't want to play it. But we're probably going to have to. Because those odds are atrocious. Spears, them. We've got catapults. We've got range on them as well. And we outnumber them. Why are the odds so bad? Well, I guess we quickly fight this one as well. We have 2 battles today. Oh, God, I wanted to auto-resolve that. I don't want to play another fucking battle. So we're going to have to finish this light skirmish just outside. We'll swing back and we'll sack Aarhus. But I think we nearly need to sort of peace out after this, because this has cost us a lot. So they've got 4 units of spears, 2 units of lighter swordsmen. They do have 2 units of archers and 1 crossbowman. So that is a bit of an issue. So do we try and target the general? Maybe. I'm pretty sure our guys can go better in hand-to-hand combat. Essentially what we want to do is try and get these lighter ones to sort of hold while we flank around with the rest. Let our archers do most of the work. We could try and target their general, or I might be better off trying to pick off archer units, because that's what's going to be the problem here. We've got melee infantry supremacy, but if we could pin away their archers, that'd be better. It's snow, so can we wait? Makes it dry, that's better. So we're not sludging fucking through it. Okay, so let's basically... Whoa, what's this? Brace ranks. Unit applies a brace stance, which negates charge bonus and reflects an... Oh, wow, okay. Entirety of mass, that's good. You might be able to use that then. Okay, let's try and flank then. So you go something like this. You go something like that. Archers go something like this, and these guys can be heavy shot and they can be the light, and then we'll get the catapult there with a explosive round, and we'll keep the general further back. Okay, cool. So let's see how this... They might even charge me. You never know, because we've got skirmisher supremacy. Oh, they could. It was just a guess. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So let's move up to a better quality stance, and we'll use our buffs as well. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Move the archers up. I guess we try and pick apart whichever one's the lowest. 79. They're the mediums, so go for them. And then you focus on them. Oh, they're all mediums anyway by the look of it. Doesn't really matter then. Try thin it all then. Okay, allow my catapults to fire at this. Or what even are they? Oh, they are catapults. I was going to say they technically might be onagers or something stupid. Alright, halt. Allow fire at will. Right, run. So here are our men. Nothing too snazzy. Kind of wish the range was a bit better. Alright, come on, pull back. That was stupid. Why did I do that? They're just charging their men now into me. I should have sat back. They're actually charging their infantry. Fuck. How many did I lose because of that? 20. Okay. I should have just sat back because we should be picking this the fuck off. I thought they would sort of skirmish a bit more. I thought they would come out and be back and forth. Alright, try and bombard that. Hit the swordsman more. Okay. Now they're pushing up. My general's now under attack. Brace. want the catapults. Fire into this little thing here. Oh, God damn it. Right, they're now charging. Peel. Flank. Flank. Get my archers to hit this thing coming in. Flank now. Flank, flank, flank. But try and kill that general. Countercharge. Countercharge that coming in. Get around the back. Surround this where you can. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Get our archers to hit these guys at the back. Swing. Get the general to come now into active duty. They're pinning my swordsman down there. Come on, swing this way, swing, 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 swing. They're being surrounded. Focus on something different. I've got a couple options here. I could actually go for their general, which I think I will do. Because we're going to lose there. I was going to say I could pull their archers further back. Alright, continue to fire against them. They're broken. Charge that. Charge further into this. Swing further up and around. Their general's now broken. Fire at that now. Continue my archers to hit something into this. Their front line's been saved. Right, now swing back around. My front line has. Right, I'm going to get my general to get in a charge here, even though there's spears. Pull down the line. Fuck me dead, man. Ah! This Norwegian campaign's like pulling teeth. So close. So hectic. Anything can really go either way. There's only that one spearman unit there now broken. Okay, make sure these guys completely and utterly break. Why was the auto resolve so bad? It must be melee defense. I bet you they got poor melee defense. That's what's doing it. It's making a shit auto resolves, and it's also making them just really weak. Right, let's move the general now. Let's start speeding things up. Right, now they're being crikey. Alright. I don't want to lose my bloody general after all this. Alright, they're caught. Come on, we need to bring more guys up. Allow the archers to bombard that, and that's now been caught. Alright, now go for this. Good. Victory's ours. Fuck me dead. Well, at least you guys got a double battle here today, I guess. Whew. Man. I'm just happy that I didn't go after goddamn Sweden, man. Like, those guys had a better position than me, than the bloody Danes here. But the Danes aren't coming back from this. Now I'm tempted whether or not to colonize Scandinavia, because basically we've done all the hard work. Because I would imagine all their armies have been shattered. They were like strength rank 13, I think, when we originally checked. But now I don't reckon they're coming back from this, so maybe we're better off just to because my army's shattered. It's going to take so long for me to repair what we recruited. Yeah, we might be better off just trying to hold. Don't stop. Oh, that's it though. Decisive victory. We deployed 1,360 and only lost 369 upon the battlefield. We destroyed another Danish host containing 1,330, and we're going to be able to take up straight away. Take on the replenishment there, 9%. And another army's bitten the dust. Okay, let's now push into Aarhus. Oh, and I'll chuck a quick save. And then we'll straight up go for it. Oh my god. Look at the odds on that now. Just after those men gone. Oh, it's just so shit. Oh well, I might have to play that one as well, depending on how we go. Okay guys, unfortunately it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 1 of my Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD Norwegian campaign on Total War Attila. We're going to continue our war against the Danish in the next episode. I don't particularly know how it's going to finish off, to be honest, but we've now really thrown them back to the next century. Their strength rank 24, we killed their king, and I'm kind of tempted to take their kingdom now, but I don't know. Like, look at this. 200. Yeah, look at this. So overall, the kingdom isn't even worth 257. It's only worth 2.1. So, like, is it even a point of hanging up here in poor Scandinavia? We're better off heading down into England, I think. But, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Series objectives. And where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.